Meanwhile, Falcons, they've got type right on their doorsteps. The grenades are falling, and they get him out of the car as he's running away. Good stuff there from Falcons. It did take quite a bit.
M4 in hand sprays him down at 200 meters, able to find the double headshot connected now. T5 finds one, and this is exactly the area I was just talking about. The teams that are coming in now are forced to try and play for the open, but there ain't a whole lot to take. Gen G, I don't know what you had for breakfast, but a lot of magnesium in it for sure, because once again, they're sat in the center of the circle.
Goodness. Well, there you go. They're on 5. We'll lose 2, and Fluky going to be the last player left alive. And fortunately enough for him, he was in the skies at the time. As they're trying to steal your kills, Falcons. You know you need those, and there you go. All right, give 3 to H-Win.
There you go.
And it's 3 points now on the board for the boys. The level 3 geared up out of his mind. And now Example and the rest of Twisted, they have made the decision. They need to clear this out.
I mean, Twisted Minds might accidentally kill him with util here, and in doing so, help out Falcons, because this backstab could be fatal. Let's see what's going to happen as this fight finally happens. An Uzi kill, that goes to show how much ammo 17 Gaming has to work with. They all just landed and are trying to find weapons here, but nope, not going to stand too long. Strimzy able to find Example. Good first knock here in this fight.
There you go, Strimzy gets the knock. The flush comes through. It's going to be stolen away by Hackatory, and now, Navi, we were wondering if they were going to come down here and get involved, and now all of a sudden, Twisted Minds finding themselves a little bit pinched as the 2 remaining players from Navi have them dead to rights with that high ground for Hackatory, and Ferris starting to make his way a little bit closer with the low side. Good shots from Hackatory will spot out Lou, and that's another point picked up.
Yep, helmet gone, but has to continue fighting his way forward. Hackatory, though, seen on the other side. Great shots coming through initially from Batulins, but it's actually going to be Kickstart to find the knock. Ferris is there to trade, though.
Oh, Falcons had to go. They knew that they had Twisted at a loss, and yep, there you go. We'll collect those points. 7 now in the bag. They managed to keep all 4 alive, and they managed to avoid the scariest rattlesnake we have ever seen in Fluky. As we get a little bit of a recap of, well, that's unfortunate for Xiaowu, as we are going to listen into Falcons and how they deal with this late game.
BP.
Okay, let's clear this. We want to hit apps later. Let's figure out the apps crash. Just look at it.
He's on the tree right in front of me, the far one.
Which one? Mark it. Hold on.
Okay, so BP's 4, there's 9 players.
We can we drive in on our side?
There's both teams are green line. Are we going to get fried?
Yeah,
no, we can pull it on the wall in blue. The wall in blue is full safe.
Can we get inside after?
It's not full safe to the guys, but we can go to orange right now if we want.
I want to get into hard cover if we can.
I know Gen G and Pero are green line. I saw a Gen G guy on green.
Boys, I think blue mark is the only spot we can hit.
Let's try blue then. You want to do it with an anchor, leave take for a second, or go for it?
Listen, I have a smoke gun. We're going to smoke orange, okay? I'm going to smoke orange. I smoked it now. We're going to hit that spot solo, and we can get into the door there.
Yeah,
it's a shit shack, but we can work out of it.
Can we get into anything else after?
We can work out of it, orange line, yes.
Let's do it. Use smoke screens towards BP after.
I tried.
Ready?
Yeah.
Let me enter it.
Let me go first. Let me take the bird of it.
Yeah.
Don't run there.
Oh my god.
We're going to get native from the ridge. I'm going deeper with kick. Going to the next footing.
They get deep. Shut that door if you can.
I did.
Other door.
I'm in, boys. I'm in.
Okay, we need to get to them now, H1. We should go now.
It's a bad cross.
It's a really bad cross.
There's a window on the door.
Stay on us.
Love the fact that we're getting these insights from the players. Even when the game seemed quiet for us viewers, everything is planning, everything is coordinating, figuring out what can we do with the plan ahead of us. And great pull up here for Falcons. Yes, they get one knocked, but Kickstart should be resible. It's an inner wall, outer wall fight, and look at this. They're not only using these deployable shields for cover, they're using them to try and peek over these fence lines.
The dot is not in their favor, though. They have to make their way inside, and Shrimzy still in a beautiful position to take advantage. Mike's left will spot out Bean. Shrimzy, though, is going to go down to Luca Rux. They still have the high ground here for Petrichor Road. Ike's left trying to get involved. H-Win will see if he can lay down the smoke, get his man back up as Virtus Pro is trying to take advantage of the knock and make a push. H-Win goes down.
They just saw all of them outside. Shrimzy gave that info across. They know they're all sat out there waiting. They don't have to go far. This is going to be a close one with a good chance to bring it home.
Fantastic execution on the part of Virtus Pro, but a dirty angle from Tiggleton will spot out Nixie, and now it's a 2-man attempt from Falcons to keep things going. They spot out Orca. Gen.G is down, but Tiggleton, the last player left alive, and Virtus Pro in the driver's seat.
One player left alive. Tiggleton, do you have it in you to take down the entirety of VP? No, not gonna happen.
I don't really see the Falcons controlling this area or these angles too much, but they have to make the assumption for it in a second. Here comes the distraction that Santastico might like, though, as it's going to be T5, rolls down the hillside. Tiggleton shuts down Rosted. Remember, this is a very weakened T5, as they've already been rezzed once, and there's not a lot to work with. So they just cut a path, and they're going to get right up next to the Freaks, but they can't stop off.
They still have one coop, but that's it.
Just look at the cars getting popped everywhere right now. 17, though. This dip is still in and is capable of being pushed around. Twisted did get closer to Falcons, so Falcons going to thin their territory. They're holding it down pretty well. Perfectic's going to be already down. Multiple members of Falcons, though, playing different height lanes. So that's going to be very difficult to really regroup and hold angles with, but Falcons doing it clean.
Yeah, nice work there by HWin with the mini. So this is a really stellar decision. Bean finally able to strike from his off-angle position. And oh my goodness, Bean. What a play from him. Couple extra points for Gen.G. They survive a bit longer, and he's not going to be allowed to go too much further, maybe, depending on what the Falcons want to do here. Would love to get into those placement points at the very least, so going to hunker down behind the hill.
VP eyes on that first place position. They want some more on it. Falcons just want more kills. Sitting at 10. The climb continues.
I just looked at Tiggleton, and he just shook his head like, what?
What you doing over here?
Wait,
Two of them. I knocked one. One more burning car.
Still two more on the road. I knocked him again.
One more burning car. He's gonna res. Watch him.
Understood. There's one more guy in the middle of the road as well. I passed one middle road. One more guy in the smoke on blue mark right now.
Behind the burning car, getting res.
Understood.
What's going on, Matt?
I knocked the guy in blue.
Nice, dude.
What's going on,
Gen.G's
Matt?
too on green.
Still in the burning truck.
Yep,
They're running
understood.
down, guys. We should kill these guys. This is our actual play in zone.
Okay.
There's nothing there for you guys other than the kills. They're
in
driving
zone
by
orange.
these smokes.
Okay, I mean, how do we kill them?
You can come to me and I have a good
All
day.
right, well then let's focus that, guys.
Yep.
Can we get your
let me get my
flushes, too?
flush. I'm gonna get my flush on blue in a second, and then I'm coming. H1, you can leave actually if you want.
I'm holding these 17 guys.
We can run this line, I think, and peek down on these guys.
We just did this. We were in the open, no?
No, we were higher up.
Okay, go to them H1, I think. They're in on orange. They're not gonna move.
They're not in.
Yeah, we go as 4. The other ones.
There's a nade spam underneath.
They're not in there. They're taking.
Yeah,
They're driving,
H1,
guys.
orange
Let's
mark is
do
in.
it.
We could drop a
Yeah, I'm
nuke.
leaving. I'm coming with them.
Gen.G's getting mortared here as well.
They're crashing the fight. The dip's
Knocked
getting
another
mortared.
17.
Nice.
Listen, H1, come over. Bro, we're in the wide open.
Yeah, we are. I think we can make it down here, though.
We just do it on a time.
I'm down. No, this is.
Yeah,
big
it's
in
bad,
the
it's bad,
open.
it's bad, it's bad. Come back, Sherm. Stop.
I mean, what are we doing?
Hey, drove
I mean,
down.
We have to
unless
do
you wanna
something. We
overpeak
can't
it.
do anything. Yeah, I mean, I'm down to do it.
Who do you guys need me to cover?
I think they left green.
Cover orange if you can. I think we should run it down on Gen.G, honestly.
Can we see this next pop in 10 seconds,
we have
guys?
nothing to play. There's literally nothing.
Wait for the pop. We can get hard.
We're already pushing.
Boys,
For these flushes.
Comms,
Guys, wide open yellow. Wide open yellow.
Comms, do not shoot, Sherm.
Please come, yes.
We open with nades here, okay?
Sure. Slow down.
I'm pulling out my nade.
I'm gone out.
Group me on the mid.
Roger. I'm just gonna try to get 17 kills.
Super
guys.
close underneath.
High ground has been strong for a while for Falcons, but now it is time to just join the rest of the mortals in the thick of the firefight. Falcons, the moment that they start going after this, though, tons of teams looking at them. It's going to be the Freaks as well as the Expendables. Any peak that they go for from here is going to get punished. It's just going to be a matter of fighting your way down. H1 still playing back, seeing if they can secure the kills onto 17. The other members trying to brute force their way down next to GSW.
Tough road ahead, though, for the Falcons. Need to prioritize some of these kills inside of this shack if they can. Would love to get a grenade in there, but the double blue zones right on top of GSW is chewing them apart. As soon as they go outside, Shrimzy ready with the mini there. That's actually going to be Tanbu who's going to steal that kill. Now the smokes have to come down, but 13 kills here for the Falcons.
And a plethora more to go if they can get down this hillside. VP, seeing the firefight, realizes that they can step away. They do have a lot of the Doritos down there that they've been using for cover. Expendables have been holding the angle back for a long time. Ming gets knocked onto kickstart. That could slow down anything the Falcons is wanting to push through this. A lot of smokes already down this hillside, but you can see multiple members of the Falcons having to contend with too many different teams. That's going to be Salute. It's just a firing range at the Falcons right now.
Oh, that was a headshot with a Dragunov from range.
The one problem for that position, I think that we see a lot of the times, is that they end up not being able to get a lot of kills, but what a spray. The mini from HWin to take out High
too. That is from way up the hillside.
Oh, yeah,
that
he is. He's got the high ground.
A great cover to have standing behind. You guys pull up. If he peeks, I got him. Don't you worry about that whatsoever, as more fights now take place outside the circle. Freaks as well, trying to run on forward. Kickstart is here. H-Win behind him, but he's going to fall down to Guman. So it's just Kick left alive, fending off against the 2 remaining players, DN Freaks.
Kickstart at least making sure he can flush that point.
Yeah.
Every single point.
Oh,
So important in this lobby. 5 kills for Falcons. Already in deal now, going to go down to Benya. So Toyo finding angles from that high ground, and that will be it for the DN Freaks.
Yep.
But somehow Kickstart still alive. The new circle has popped though, and he is going to have to travel a long way. Now the coastline getting a little bit ugly as GSW, they did take their E pickup. They drop on that southern coast, and they are getting ripped to shreds right now. Kickstart gets one. Kickstart gets Tickleton gets one. Tiantan got one, and now all of a sudden GSW is in absolute shambles.
Yep. Tried to make landfall, caught the split, and doing so nicely because they have Falcons in the split, but Tick and Kick were ready for the push come through. Having said that, one has made it down. You still have CC in this building, but you can see they're trying to fortify. CC, it's on you, bro. How do you manage to get any points off of this? Answer is you don't.
You do not. Falcons cleaning up and holding their territory very, very well, very, very easily, taking no knocks.
Gonna lose Delwyn, looking for the res on the Clories. I think it's safe. Just depends on what other teams are doing. Meanwhile, Tiggleton, H-Win, getting it done with some util.
Gotta find some kills now. You can't let the rest of this slip away. It is messy everywhere as Falcons continuing to try to run in. Nixie clinging to life. He's had himself one hell of an ECW, but this is a ton of Falcons chasing after him. Beanie, you're gonna use the hillside back behind this. He's still alive. Can he get an open angle to provide some support? Can he get anything out to help Nixie in this position? No, Tickleton reads it.
Oh, Tickleton has to get his feet moving. He had a grenade right close to him. Was able to dodge it for now. Meanwhile, 17 having some trouble dealing with T5 cleanly. Looks like they're hemorrhaging players a little bit. Trimsy, good for the angle, good on the Nixie. And the Falcons continue their march forward.
New contender is going to be changed game in front of him. Beamy tries to run into a compound, but he gets spotted out. Expendables moving at roughly the same time. Changed game now focuses back into Falcons. There's nowhere to go. Nades landing all around them, just trying to run right in front of the blue zone. Tickleton's already down. It's a ton of damage onto the Falcons. Changed the game, doing a great job on holding the line. Wimbo picking up a ton. Kickstart, the only one that's managed to make it into the safe zone, but it does not feel good.
No, he had to stop in the smokes, but going any further forward, he'll be tricky unless they don't realize where he's at. He has an opportunity, makes the most of it. 24 HP left.
Gotta be careful. Tiantan's just on the other side of this. The Expendables know this firefight's going on. They want a piece of it. They want to get control over the western sector of this circle. Tiantan does find out Kickstart, so that's gonna be the Falcons now out.
Looks like we have a res coming in for Na'Vi as well, as they are still trying to hold off the Falcons to their south. The Falcons are grouped up, scared to make a move, popping an emergency pickup of their own potentially. Let's see if they're going to opt to take it, or excuse me, maybe just some cover. There it is. There's the emergency. I was like, where's the balloon? And Na'Vi trying to get their player through. Falcons looking up in the air, trying to pepper them. And that's Hakatori's moment.
Oh, the distraction, perfectly timed. Nades starting to roll in after him. Doesn't get the knocks.
That they're still trying to hold on to it here in phase 5, and here comes Perfectix and Twisted Minds.
Right as soon as that knock happens, it looks like the Falcons trying to counter move in. See if they can jump on the other side of Na'Vi and pinch between them. Na'Vi weak and Sosa taking lots of damage. He goes down, and it's going to be Kickstart that spots him out. This is a problem for Na'Vi, but Twisted wants some Falcons. If they want a dream of the three-peat between Gamers 8 and the last ECW, they need to string a big game together right now. They've got to steal every single one of these kills. They have to fight everybody they come across.
Oh man, the Falcons now fighting on a couple different fronts. Trimsy actually gets a knock onto Flame for Gen G. That's going to send Bean around there to try to go for that res. That's offered a little bit of breathing room, and now 17 starting to barrel in towards this direction. They've got angles down on top of Gen G. Falcons might have an opportunity here. The third party, T5, does get eliminated, trying to leave the shooting range. A lot of these teams on the south might get funneled into the Falcons, and if they don't handle it cleanly, you know Twisted is going to pounce with Trimsy, going to get that opener onto Orca as he tries to leave. Tosi already out, already snuffed out. Goodbye, the Falcons take 2 of Gen G.
That's massive for them. Vehicles now starting to come in. Example spots out Trimsy, gets the knock onto him. That's a big problem.
Tickleton take some damage from the P90, but he was already getting out of there. Good on him to trade that onto Example. This could be the fight that may well determine EWC 2025 right here, right now. Rez is being stuck by the Falcons. Twisted Minds as well, just getting on top of theirs.
HWin has himself a way to open up the door for competing at the top of EWC. Can they line in the shots when they need to? It's getting dicey, but Tulin takes a lot, but Perfectix gets a knock on to Shrimzy. Kickstart gets a counter knock, but Lou spots out Kickstart. It's gonna be Twisted Minds holding up the defensive line. Juke back between. Tickleton can't hold the angle. HWin can't find anything.
All right. The Panzer, he's thinking about sticking the res, but he's got to be so careful. They're going to be able to see him up and over that hill. The shot missed with the Panzer, but Tulins punishes it. Tiggleton down.
Just one up for the Falcons, and it's feasting time for Twisted. They've got the hillside. AGL coming up back behind. They backstab it. They steal another one.
Yeah, they're going to have to take a moment to heal up, though, and they're just dropping right on top of the Freaks. This is a huge battle on the roofs, and it's Shrimzy who's got DL down and out quick.
Oh my God, Falcons make landfall in the biggest of ways. Human has snuck up right on top of the Falcons.
Couldn't get the grenade to go because Shrimzy was on the outside. Tiggleton trying to hold the line. They're throwing a bunch of util his way, but the Molly's in front of the door, and 17 has an angle into this fight. I'm pretty sure they stole the knock there from the Freaks. That's denying them that point. Tiggleton trying to do what he can. Cuban's got a Saiga in hand.
Knock, knock. I've got some goals of my own. Kickstart so far away right now. It's just Tickleton trying to hold this back behind. He's caught up in the middle of everyone from the Freaks. Panzer coming out at the start. Little ghost spotted. I'll take. He's got no cover to go with. But Tickleton does get the knock. But in return, Guman instantly pops him with the shotty.
And Perfectix has gotten towards the edge. He's trying to sneak underneath 17's hillside, hoping he can find a way through. Kickstart getting some big kills for the Falcons, but it's going to take oh so much more for them to get into contention again. Xiao Wu continuing to just be an absolute monster with the M24, but Kickstart trying to do more damage.
Let's see, not a lot of cover. Kind of juke through. Luckily, Capitan is on the other side of this. He's looking a different direction. Falcons trying to see if they can secure another point to get something going. 17 gaining, runs, they charge in. They don't want Jinji next to him. Orca, Fiend, both down right now. Therathon 5 is eliminated. Falcons manage to take them down, but Jinji trying to cling to life right now, knows the push coming out. Everything that all these teams hunt for at every big international, still you want to get it. You want to secure as high as you can. Peeking around though, Kickstart does get the knock on the Ming, but Shrimzy down, getting quickly flushed out by Capitan.
Still though, the Falcons able to make something out of nothing here in this game, giving them what looks like maybe a third place finish. Circle over towards the west, over towards Toyo.
They spot it all out. They know where Capitan is. They're just throwing everything they've got at him. Capitan can't quite manage to get more. He's gonna go down. Game start, win, take the round.
But they are unavoidable. They are inescapable. Your 2025 EWC PUBG champions are Twisted!